everybody, Diana here, and welcome back to Foxtail Brush. So, I am going to be opening April's Artsnacks box today. Woohoo! And this month actually has a pretty heavy box. There seems to be something on this side of the box that's a little bit heavier. You can kind of hear it shaking around in there. So, I'm pretty excited to see what it is. And cut this open. Okay. So let's really okay. Whew. Okay, so Ooh, all right, let's take out the list and see what we have. And first of all, here is the sticker. Ooh, it's like a like sprinkles, like it has sprinkles or glitter on it. I like it. That's really cute. Okay, so let's pull out this. Ooh, and we have Smarties as the candy in this Artsnacks box. Jamin likes Smarties, so I will give them to him. All right, and unwrapping. Wow, they really wrapped the pencils in this one really well. All right, so the first thing on the list is a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. I don't know why I stopped there. Brush pen. Twin tip black gray. So I'm going to guess it's this one. Tombow. Okay. It says Tombow right there. And everything else seems to be in Japanese. It's made in Japan. So I have no idea what it says. But here it is. So it's twin tip. Here is like a felt tip side. And they both look like the same size. So hold on one second. Scratch paper to the rescue. Da, da, da. All right. So it says dual tip Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. Whoa. One end is gray. Oh, so one end is gray ink. Yeah. Okay, that looks a little bit lighter than normal black. Oh! Okay. So it's kind of like a calligraphy pen. So it says, the firm yet flexible brush tips can create extra fine or medium strokes by a simple change in pressure. An added perk to this unique tool is it's waterproof and dry. Okay. Making it a excellent companion to your new watercolor pencil. Spoilers! Geez, thanks a lot. But yeah, so as you can see, you can have a fine line, medium line, or a thick line. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I like that it's two different colors. This would be nice if you're doing like sketching and you need maybe multiple lines, like one could be an outline, one could be a shadow line. So this is really fun. I like this pen a lot. Oh, look at that. That's weird. I thought this was kind of gray. I guess it is black. All right, I was wrong. So it's black and gray. Okay. Excuse the first mistake. All right, so the next is the Caran d'Ache Super Color Soft Aquarelle Pencil. Why can I never read these things? Why? So I'm gonna guess it is it this one? I don't think there's any other pencils, right? Okay, so I'm gonna guess it's this one. Delicate yet vivid touch to your paper with the block pencil. Water-soluble colored pencil easily meets the needs of any artist thanks to its excellent coverage and light fastness. Oh, so you can use this wet or dry. So it's a nice pencil. It's very soft. You can build up on color really easily. So that's nice. Now we should check the water solubleness of it, right? All right, so I just went and got a little bit of water. Got my paintbrush. Let's see. Oh, okay, yes. So it basically is like, it's just a watercolor pencil. I've worked with watercolor pencils before. They're really fun. And they're right. You still get a nice vivid color even if you water it down. So that's going to be fun to work with. All right. Next one is the Daler Rowney FW Acrylic Artist Ink. Oh my goodness. Layer up this month with Daler Rowney FW Acrylic Artist Ink. This acrylic-based water-resistant ink is highly pigmented for creating multiple color layers on top of your art. Dilute the ink with water to achieve an intense watercolor effect, or use a dry brush to create textured strokes. So I have never used ink before. So this is really, really intimidating, but this is what was super duper hefty in the box. So let's open this up. And it's a gray colored ink. Oh boy, I'm nervous. Man, that is full to the brim. I'm so scared I'm gonna spill it. I'm gonna take some of the ink from up here, just because I'm scared to dip it in. I don't know. Are you supposed to shake this? Let me know, guys. Are you supposed to shake this? Ooh. All right. So it's a nice gray. It's similar tone to this gray up here. A little bit darker. Maybe a little bit warmer, but still, I can see how you can maybe use a brush and achieve kind of calligraphy type strokes. Wow, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I seriously have never used ink like this before. Maybe I might just do what it suggests and put a little bit of water and see if I can get like a watercolor kind of effect from it. You know, gray watercolor. But yeah, that's nice. This is really intimidating. Woo! So it's acrylic ink. Water resistant. A lot of the stuff here is water resistant, which is really nice. So yeah. Oh man, I'm really gonna have to think about that one because that's kind of scary to work with. And then the next thing we have is a Robert Simmons short handle acrylic paintbrush. A little protective cover came off. Different types of mediums require different types of paintbrushes, and a good acrylic brush should hold color without losing its shape. Yes, it should. So it features synthetic filaments, choosing to provide both the softness and control you need to get the most out of your acrylic ink. So I'm gonna wash it in the water I have to soften up those bristles. A lot of the times when you buy new paintbrushes, they're really stiff because it has like a glue type of thing to hold it in shape. But yes, oh, very nice, very soft bristles. I like that it's a long brush and very fine tip. I'm more of like a fine tip kind of person than a broad tip paintbrush person. So yeah, this is a really, really nice paintbrush. Wow. All right. And the last thing on your list is a bonus item. The La Aquarelle. Gosh, why every time words that are big for me? La Aquarelle Canton Heritage Watercolor Paper. I can even say watercolor paper. Jeez. Try our new art supplies with 3 bonus sheets of cold press watercolor paper. This heavy 300 grams, 100% cotton paper is strong and absorbent, offering excellent color laydown and ultra sharp brush strokes. Experience precise control as color flows smoothly from your brush to paper. If you like this paper, full-size pads will be available on our Artsnacks shop. So we get 3 sheets. And so this is 100% cotton, which is very nice. That's like much more expensive than the normal watercolor paper I can afford. And it is really, you can hear it, really thick, really heavy duty paper. Let me see if I put it next to the microphone. Yeah, totally heavy duty. Really nice quality. You can tell, you can feel it right away. So this is really nice paper. I'm actually almost nervous to be using it, but hey, you know what? They give it to you in the box. You gotta use it. Now the question is, what am I gonna make with all these things? Can clearly something with watercolor, and gray and orange will be the theme. Yes. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to think about this one. So, let's get to the art part. Alright, so hopefully I won't be stuttering anymore. I've been watching this cartoon show called Home Adventures of Tip and O, and the aliens talk all, you know, kind of backwards, jumbled like Yoda speak, and I think it's affecting my speech patterns. So yeah, no more stuttering from now on, hopefully. So for this drawing, I decided to draw this cute little showgirl type dancer girl, and I was really stuck on orange for a long time, and I kept thinking of things that were typical orange and black theme, like witches or pumpkins, carrots, kind of Halloween theme. So I didn't want to go that typical route and really try to come up with something that was different. So I was going through my reference images and saw this cute dancer and decided, okay, I'm going to go with this. And I decided to make her hair and her top orange. And I wanted to do leggings on her. At first, I wanted to do black, but I thought it might be too harsh of a contrast. And, you know, even when you wear black leggings, they're still kind of sheer. So I went with the gray ink. And let me just talk about the ink for a second. I was really, really nervous using the ink. I have used watercolors before. I've used watercolor pencils before, and they worked. The watercolor pencil in this kit worked beautifully. It went on smoothly. It washed out really well with a brush. It didn't leave any streaks behind. You couldn't see the pencil marks. So it worked really well. The ink wash, I was able to water it down enough that you can see it did leave a little bit of sheerness in the leggings. You could see the paper through it. So you were able to get that watercolor effect, which I was really, really happy with. The other thing I noticed, though, is I kind of messed up later on and tried to do a thicker wash and ended up just not putting enough water, so it was mostly ink. This ink is very, very opaque. If you put it on top of the black without watering it down very much, you can actually cover all the colors before. I looked in the bottle afterwards, and it says it's an acrylic ink, which I have worked with acrylic paints before, so I was like, oh, okay, now I kind of know what to expect from this. So if you don't water it down, you will get a more opaque coloring, which is really nice if you want that. And it also dries really quickly, again, because it's acrylic. So some of the parts I messed up on, I was able to go back with this acrylic, paint over it, and it dried pretty quickly. And then I can go back with the pen and outline it again. The pen works really well as well. I like both the gray and the black side that you're able to control the fine or thickness of the line. It's very much like calligraphy pens. I really enjoyed working with it. It just felt really smooth, glides on really nicely. The gray, I did notice when I did the gloves with the gray pen, it is a different shade than the ink was. It almost had a green tint, I want to say. It just wasn't the same tone. So I went over it again with the acrylic ink and just did a really light wash over it to kind of mute that little tint out of it and make it all the same tone again. Now, you see me going back and touching it here. I kept adding. As I mentioned in my other video, I have this tendency to just keep adding and doing things. I need to learn when to say stop. And so I kept kind of adding more shading or more details, and I wasn't really being patient between layering. And as you can see here on the bottom of her leg, some of the ink from the pen started blurring. Now, it does say the pen is waterproof, and it is, and so is the ink. After I put those down and I went over it with the water, it was really, really, really difficult to try to wash it or smudge it out. So it's not like watercolor where if you can make a mistake, you can usually go back with some water and maybe blend out that mistake a little bit. No, these kind of pretty much stayed. So I kept adding more water, and instead of waiting for it to dry, I was like, well, I can probably put another layer on top, right? Well, I did, and then the ink bled. So it is dry, it is waterproof after it dries, but you have to wait for it to dry. If you're putting it on wet paper like I did, it will bleed, and you're just going to mess up your painting like I did. So keep that in mind, guys. Wait for it to dry. So I hope you guys liked this video, and I will see you for the next one. Bye!